people watching.
Wow. What's up, Mike? Man, Mike should get a prize. Welcome back, Jannelle, two radio hosts talking to the radio studio. What? Hold on.
Nobody knows what you're doing.
Two radio hosts walk into a radio studio. Is that a joke?
Yeah. Yesterday we had Pastor Morrison here, and so I said it sounded like a joke. A pastor and a meteorologist walk into a radio studio.
And then what happened?
Mike actually finished it. It was funny. I forget what the punchline was though, Mike.
Okay.
It was funny.
What's up, people? Get your sister, you know what I tell my kids? That's gonna come up for counseling probably. I'll be like, when dinner's ready, I'll call the girls. I'll be like, Raina, come and tell your posse to come with you. I'll be like, posse, or go tell your girls. So can you imagine, like, if they go to, like, a school eventually, they're going to be like, my mom said I had a posse.
So Will Smith, famous actor, went on Instagram, and he said he went outside, and he had a picture taken of himself in a funny pose saying, I'm in the worst shape of my life.
Yeah.
And this was the
photo.
Picture? This was the photo. You see it?
And then Len asked, just thinking,
look at
why you want this photo?
Yes,
why you want this photo in your phone, bro? That's what Len said.
So then I just, Len's like, you got way too much time on your hands. But listen, I got an app. It took seconds. It was no big deal. So I did this.
You are dumb.
That's Len.
My family hasn't even responded because you're so corny.
Brian, yes.
Yeah, your family's all still asleep.
Oh, that's
See?
awesome.
Tammy, what's up, Tammy? Tammy's my girl.
It's Len. What's up? It's Len. Hey, everybody. It's me. Ain't no woman gonna get between me and the gym.
That's right.
That's what he said to you.
Wow. You
that's
are
funny.
crazy.
That's funny.
What are you doing?
Nothing. Go. Keep going. Tammy, what's up? We're not even on. Who was in charge of this? We're not on YouTube.
Who are you FaceTiming?
Hallie's probably mad.
Yeah, we are.
Look, Brian's over here talking junk about you. I wanted you to see him with your eyes.
Is that Len?
Look.
Bring him over here so we can see him.
He's talking junk. He's showing the
What
people
you
on
gonna do?
overtime. Showing the people on overtime the picture he made.
Flip it around so we can all see him. You gotta flip the camera.
This is Len.
I it like this.
You can flip the camera?
So now he can see what we're doing. Hi, Len. Did you like my picture of you?
Yeah, I thought that was hilarious.
See, I told you. It looks just like him. Right, Len?
Yeah. Why don't you read my text?
Oh my
Yes.
I gotta go.
I love you.
Love you too.
Okay. Oh my gosh. Wow, he picked up. What's up, Charles? Tammy says, I'm glad you had a great birthday. Yes, it was awesome. My family took care of me. Did a great job. Miss Theola is here. Woohoo! Tiffany said with his bad bod photo. That was basically he looks like Will Smith. Wow.
That's Will Smith. Yes, he does. Len at the beach.
Yo. Tiffany, what's up? Charles says, wow, I knew it. What did he say?
Jannelle's a big tattletale. Yeah.
Yes, I am.
Why she gotta go
Because he's
FaceTime
talking
Len
junk about my
that I
baby.
did that with the viral photo? Why she gotta go tell Len that I
He
did
can't
that?
talk junk about my baby.
Private.
Len's gonna get him.
Yes.
Thank you, Sarah. Charles says, what did he say? Been like that since a child. I have been like that. I'm the oldest, so I tell on people, especially Edwin, Giselle had a bunch of junk going on. Thank you. I'm a tattletale. I like order and obedience. You got problems.
Whoa.
Daniel, what's up? Brian, what did you do?
What?
We're not on YouTube.
Yeah, we are.
Yes, we are, Jannelle.
What is going on? Oh, I got to sign in. Hold on. I'm sorry.
There's this thing. It's called the internet. It's crazy.
It's tight.
You gotta log in to accounts.
What's up, 7 people on YouTube? Call your people. Go call your mama. Wow, Brian, you are annoying. Call your people. Callie's probably here. What's up, Callie? Mike's, Antwi says, good morning, Brian Jannelle. May the force be with you.
And also with you, Aunt Twee.
Angie says, good morning. Angie says, happy belated birthday, Jannelle. Thank you, Angie. It's been a blessed one. I am very blessed, very happy. I can't think of one thing I want.
One of my favorite things I do is give Len a hard time.
Yeah, what is up with that? Angie said, Brian's giving Jannelle the side eye.
I was.
Rachel, my girl. What's up, Rachel? Mike says, one big aspect of freedom of speech in school or wherever else, anywhere else, is that the same rules apply to everyone. There was such controversy between being able to wear a Hillary shirt but not a Trump shirt years ago. What's that? I want it. You know.
Yeah, and in almost every one of those cases, the school was in the wrong.
Yeah.
And so what you have to watch is what happens with those cases. So Mike's talking about an article we discussed. The topic today is not Len Neville's,
No, it's not.
although that is the subtopic every day.
Oh my God.
I'm so proud of myself.
Wow,
That's funny.
Brian.
You should be proud. That was good.
So it has to do with a girl. She's a 14-year-old high school cheerleader. Her case is before the Supreme Court of the United States of America. What happened? Well, she was a freshman on the JV cheerleading squad, tries out for varsity, doesn't make it. Also doesn't get the spot she wants in the softball team. So that weekend, she goes home, and she didn't say we're number one to the camera. She moved over on her hand and showed a gesture to the camera. Huh? Okay. Do we get it? Is that clear enough?
I get it.
And then she used F-bombs in front of the words cheerleading, softball, school, everything.
And then everything, yeah.
And so the school suspended her for the rest of the season from the softball team at the end of the day when they found out about the post. The question becomes how much of student speech outside of school should be restricted. Keep in mind, current Supreme Court precedent indicates that students do not check their First Amendment rights at the door of the schoolhouse. However, their free speech can be curtailed if the school can reasonably forecast that a substantial disruption of or material interference with school activities would occur because of said free speech.
So, Charles says, Jannelle, where are your glasses? You seem to be struggling this morning. Wow, thanks.
Who said that?
Charles. Daniel says, but according to NPR,
She's getting old. I'm 42, Jannelle. How old are you?
43, 10 months older
So,
than you. 10
I'm
months.
42,
10 months.
which is one number. You're 43, which is an entirely different and larger number.
Wow, so we're not gonna have a serious conversation with Brian. Daniel says, but according to NPR, Thomas doesn't believe students have First Amendment rights in school. So that's fun.
Yeah, no, it's true. Justice Thomas does. Student speech isn't protected by the First Amendment at all.
Wow.
So who knows what'll happen on a conservative court?
That's crazy.
But you got to talk about the concern Christians would have about free speech being limited.
Yeah, that's my thing. I'm trying to get her exact quote, but I don't.
Your
I
mama?
can't find it. It's one of my favorite lawyers, and when talking about freedom of speech, especially, basically what she says is that the essence of freedom of speech for us should be protecting that we don't like, or that's, I want to say, especially the ones we don't like, because our message will one day be that speech or that message or that freedom of speech kind of issue for other people. So as believers, what are we going to do then when our kids are expressing their views on or off campus, and it's maybe related to their religion or about the gospel, and others will say, well, it's offensive or it's disruptive to me, or, you know, you can express posts and ideas and attach scripture verses to it or faith or whatever and offend half your class.
Did you see what Charles said?
Charles says, you had the right to remain
No,
silent.
before that, goof.
When I was growing up, students didn't have, you had the right to remain silent. That would be Len all day. Thomas sounds like Lynn. Students have no right. Like in my house, there's no freedom of speech
Yeah,
at all.
my kids tried to indicate that our house is a democracy, and I was like, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
This family is not a democracy.
Yes.
It is, if anything, it is a dictatorship with two people that are in charge.
Like Lynn. What's up, Nathaniel? And Charles says 43 and looking good, like 28. That's right, my brother. You understand, because black don't crack. But this white brother up in here doesn't appreciate it, and then he wants some of that because he's greedy, you know? Like he gets to be the man, and then he wants, you know, some of that. No.
Charles, I thought you were an honest man.
Thank
28?
you, Charles.
Charles. 28?
Thank you, Charles. You're awesome.
Charles.
Tiffany says, when it comes to disruption in the classroom, it is a miracle to go a day without disruption.
That's true.
As an educator, that is one thing. I'm just gonna bring it up because we're talking about it. I am so grateful I went to the school I went to. Like, I feel bad. I went to public school up till 5th grade. There are a lot of kids out there that are really trying to go to school to learn, and to spend half the class dealing with that mess. Like, just the stories I hear, and that you probably saw it because you talk about some of your students that were super smart. Can you imagine just the environment of the classroom? Like, you don't get to just sit there and really dig in because you got clowns up in the classroom?
Well, I mean, it depends. I mean, life is that way in some respects. Like, I got to work with you.
You can't do that in college.
I got to work with you.
They will kick you out of college.
I got to work with you. But no, I mean...
I'm just feeling it for her as a teacher.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to tell you. Like, let's just say some kid posts something offensive about a teacher on Snapchat at home. And it disrupts the class because the kids are snickering and laughing about it. You want them to be totally powerless?
No, you say, oh, you can just post whatever. There are boundaries. Like,
But what boundary would that be that's been crossed?
That's
Picture of the
very
teacher.
personal. Because even during the show, he doesn't pay attention. I pay attention to y'all. Someone texted, one of you texted. And it's like the post was general about the school. It's different if it's like targeted to a student or a couple students or a teacher. That's different. Or a threat. But that's not what we're talking about. You know, and that's where it gets scary because it's like, whoa, like how far reaching can the school be now? Then even as a parent, it's like I would feel, yo, can I do my job? Can I parent my kid? Like, you have them for 8 hours. I got this. You know, and then to have the school all in the business, oh my goodness, and policing their online stuff. Sarah says, by the way, David French discussed the whole thing about signing a behavior agreement. If I remember correctly, she didn't have to sign anything about her speech, she said. They can only give her an agreement to sign from here on out. What do you think about that?
Well, then what do you do if a kid refuses to sign the agreement? They can't participate? That'll be yet another case, right?
Yeah. Tiffany said, wow. It was probably something I said. She's amazed. Miss Ciola says, when I was young, children were to be seen, not heard. We listened, not saying I agree with that, just that's the way it was. Tiffany says, kids write on the bathroom stalls all the time. Oh, that's not cool. And then she says, the punishment when I was a kid wrote about me was I made the choice to build a better relationship with them. With the kids you teach. That's
Oh,
cool.
yeah.
Charles says they do not want students to...
Pastor Mike Dennis.
What's up?
Yes. Woo-hoo.
Woohoo!
Pastor Mike Dennis, the Right Reverend, good to see you.
Sarah says, also citing David French, free speech does not include bullying speech. Tiffany, and let them know what and why it was wrong. So I like the relationship, and then you say on deeper levels, Tiffany, that you have with your students. That is great. Deborah says, Team Jannelle, because you smart. You're a smart sister. Deborah, how does it feel to wake up so early in the morning making good choices already? You go ahead, girl. Good job. No? She's Team Jannelle. That is some smart stuff right there. Danielle says, Barrett suggested pulling her aside. Who's Barrett?
Is that Barrett?
Are you serious? Callie's not here. All those people on YouTube sitting there just watching. Not one of y'all said hi, good morning, happy birthday. Wow. We should
Jannelle.
start charging people on YouTube. What?
We got to go.
Why are you sitting there acting all whack? Seriously, can you tell me?
Janelle,
I've been talking.
what's whack, Janelle?
What's whack?
Crack is whack.
How do you know?
Whitney said.
Duh. Wow, Whitney, that's like, woo. Sarah says, Brian, wouldn't that be true for the behavior agreements athletes already signed? If you don't sign, you don't get to be on the team.
No,
Oh,
I
Deborah.
totally agree.
She said she gotta go. All right, go. Oh, no, she said you go too.
I totally agree, but at some point, won't those behavior agreements, when they become super restrictive, be brought before the courts as well?
Yeah.
Can you force a minor to agree to something like that?
Yeah. I want to say, Mike is saying, yeah, see, not heard can also be translated to respect. I don't like that philosophy. Len grew up with
Did
that.
work with you.
Yeah, no, my mother was not about that. My voice was hurt.
Because you couldn't be.
It was awesome. She tells a story of me like 4 years old.
Jannelle in the book.
She said they were like, we were at somebody's house and the guy was talking about his relationship. And I spoke up and I gave my thoughts about how a woman should, a husband should treat this woman. So, no, I was not just seeing, I was hurt. Mommy knows what's up. Mommy raised me right. Look at me, still being heard. Miss Thea.
Hearing you is not a problem.
Miss Theola says, hey, Jannelle, no matter what age you are, you're looking good. Woo! Man, Tiffany says, Brian, you silly looking. Charles says, you
She didn't say that.
Oh my gosh. Charles says you legally cannot have a minor sign a contract. Man, you a smart brother. Do you need a job?
And yet he still said you look like you're 28.
That's
Figure
right.
that out.
That's right.
Lies 1 second, honest the next. Charles, how are we going to know when you're telling the truth, brother?
All right, we got to go,
She
y'all.
doesn't look a day over 43.
You are annoying. Daniel says, fair point about the agreements, though, Brian, but I suspect the court will say that the students' posts were okay
I don't know.
under Tinker. Deborah says, yes, yes, Jannelle, you rock, Deborah.
I think they're going to be forced to clarify Tinker because we live in the era of the internet. That's the issue at hand, is whether or not her speech online could impact things in the school.
Charles says he's a politician at heart, so maybe you should be like president of the Brian and Jannelle show. And Dr. Jones, what's up? I want to get your take because you're so smart. She says, I don't think it's about respect. Yes, there are conversations all people should learn to stay out of, but I also don't believe I have private conversations in public unless you want people to comment. Yeah. Amen. And Robert's laughing at you. I would laugh at him too. Good job, Rob. All right, y'all.
What?
Time to go. Look, he's laughing.
He said you too.
At you. And Daniel says, and that way they don't actually have to decide anything. All right, y'all.
You know what I'm still overwhelmed by? 28. No.
That's right, Charles.
I'm
That's
closer to
right.
28 with a mask on with a 43-year-old woman on it.
God.
I mean, I guess I can say I look 28.
gosh,
You're just
exactly.
30.
Did you have all that gray hair when you were 28?
Actually,
I know
Len
several
did.
people who do.
Yes, several.
I didn't
people
ask
had
if Len
gray
did.
hair. It's not. That's not.
I
an
didn't
age
ask if Len did.
That's not an age thing.
It's
That's a
just stress.
genetics thing.
And stress.
And stress. Working with
Yeah.
you. Did I have all this gray hair 3 years ago? No.
No.
Thank you. Time to go.
Right.
Daniel, really? You gosh. That's all right. I don't need to look 28 to look good. Thank you. Give it up for all the 43-year-olds. Tiffany said, Brian is a hater. Team Jannelle.
Wow.
That's right.
Tiffany, if you want to call...
Thank you, Charles. He says, wow, the hate is real, Brian. Hater.
If you all think that honesty is hate, then I don't know what Bible you're reading.
Honesty.
Okay, you look like a 28-year-old, again, with a mask on of a
I
43-year-old
don't need
woman.
to look like a 28-year-old to look fine. Thank you. I am redefining 43. Time to go. See you tomorrow.
There's been a lot of other...
Press the button.
There's
Let's
been-
go.
There's been a lot of other 43-year-olds, and you are going to redefine what it means?
I'm redefining it. When
Yeah,
you
you
want to
are.
be like, how good does 43 look? And then you go to the encyclopedia and be like me. Whoa, 43 is amazing.
Only a 43-year-old woman would tell you to go look at an encyclopedia. Who's doing that?
so annoying.
Except for 43-year-old
Oh
women.
my gosh. Thank
Go to
you,
encyclopedia?
Rob. That's right, Rob. Thank you.
Wow.
All right, guys. Well, he doesn't want to press the button.
Just wait. We're going to see how they
Wow.
respond to my encyclopedia comment.
Jennifer says, no, you can't, but many of those are signed with a parent's consent. Can we press the button?
No, I'm going to wait.
Wow.
Charles thought it was funny. Why are you not looking at what
They're
people
not
said?
going to react to what you said. And then the people on YouTube still sitting there. We should start charging for you to be on YouTube. Jennifer says, don't let Brian talk about you. He's just mad he doesn't look that good. That's right, because guess what he was asking on Friday? What do y'all do? Why doesn't Black crack? Can y'all tell us? That's why he's
Because you're keeping secrets. You're keeping secrets.
Hating.
I know.
Hate
We like
her.
what? Cocoa butter?
Look, Charles is laughing. Oh, Charles, you just gave that to him. All right, bye. Okay. We got to go. Angie's laughing at encyclopedia. You guys are, there's encyclopedia online, encyclopedia.com.
You can go right on the chalkboard too, Jannelle.
That was fun. When I went to public school, I was always done before everybody, and my job was to wash the blackboard.
Wow.
And I thought
Did you
I
hear-
was like so excited.
Did you hear this? Bible talks about humility. We got somebody over there going, out of all like
I
the
was a
7
good
billion people in the
student.
world, that one's going to redefine 43.
That's right.
And I got all my work done before everybody else.
I did.
I don't know about you. I got it all done. Wow.
Charles, nobody asked you right now. Can we go? I gotta go. I'm about to walk out if you keep it up.
That's exactly what a 43-year-old would do.
But that's all right.
I've been around long enough, I can just walk out whenever I want. I don't have to stay. I'm old.
Wow. Wow.
Okay, should I go?
Gotta go, y'all. I got stuff to do.
Wait, what did Rob say? Like a soul food recipe?
Wow. Like a soul food recipe you can share with someone and they still don't get it. That's right.
Rob.
Thank you, Rob. You a deep brother.
No, it's not true.
Deep brother. Thank you, Angie.
My wife.
Sarah said, Brian, at 46, I appreciate the redefinition of 43. That's right. You redefine wherever you're at.
Actually, Sarah, at 46, you missed the boat then, I guess, on redefining.
No, I redefined it for you.
No, my wife was showed by an African-American man who was a caterer how to make sweet potato pie. And then the two of them the next year had a competition.
Oh.
A blind taste test of his family.
Wow.
And she won.
That's awesome.
So let me tell you, your analogy sucks.
Oh.
How about that, Rob?
All right, can we go now?